Before the video starts, I just want to thank y'all for all the support I've been getting lately and the support that y'all been giving me on the 𝐿.one video. I will have a I Hate Sora and a 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐜𝐫𝐢𝐛𝐞 video possibly out by next week or the week after, since I'm working on that and I've been texting them and stuff. So yeah. And thank you guys for everything y'all been giving me this year. I'm sorry I couldn't make like a special type of video for the 1 year anniversary of like 2021, which is the video where my channel definitely been getting a lot of traction from. So I just want to thank y'all for that, and next year I will have a special video coming on the 31st, I promise, which is this year. So yeah, happy New Year's, and I hope y'all had a great New Year's. I love y'all. A lot of old X songs have a lot of meaning behind them, and usually a little secret meaning that X likes to put, or a way that X builds up the song. Let's give an example of the song Ghost, which I covered in this channel before. Ghost is a song where he makes a poetic scene of his suicidal thoughts into one mind. Now let's give another example as for songs such as the 𝐿.one intro, which I have also covered. In 𝐿.one, he gives his heart into a more straightforward type of thing along with the entire album. But where did this all come from? Today, we're going to be talking about 𝐿.one Part 1, the masterpiece.
If the seasons change, will you remain the same? Oh, how I love the cold. Because of you, I'll never know.
So, before I get to on the song breakdown and how the song is made, I first want to talk about the information of the song, as I always do. So, 𝐿.one Part 1, aka al.one or Alone, came out in March 5th, 2014. The song was deleted off X's Spotify along with the entire album that it was part of, well, more like project XXX Unmastered, which we have seen before and I have covered in this channel before. And I will possibly be covering this in the future, the whole entire album and its purpose itself. So, anywho, according to that, the way 𝐿.one was built is it started off the 𝐿.one series, allegedly, of course, because there is a song called 𝐿.one Part 0, which it's kind of alleged. It's not known if the song actually existed or if it was recorded. It's just known of, basically. And X, it came from Lead, and X never really mentioned it like that. This was the first release song that we know of about the 𝐿.one series. There are 3 songs into this, which I will possibly covering this in the channel later on. Now, each song was meant to have a vibe to it, a way he was talking about something. For 𝐿.one Part 1, he was mostly talking about it into a more poetic type of way, like it was a play, which I will get into with the lyrics in just a second. The song was produced by Gref, and it was mixed and mastered by X and 𝐿.one and 𝐿XXXTENTACION. And the song, not only being on XXX Unmastered, it fit really well as it came down to X's depressing thoughts into a more mastered and more poetic way, as I just said before. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and just get straight to the intro of the song, the verse. Just breaking down the lyrics.
There was blood in my tears. So many complaints to remember.
You're a genius. You really are.
I would never change. Yeah. Break!
The song starts off with X saying that there was blood in his tears and just basically trying to talk it out like, damn, what the fuck just happened? Like, if the song just happened and we're reliving the memory of what he just experienced, basically. So going through the fact that he said I will never change, it basically he's trying to say that what just happened is literally so emotionally shocking to the point where he will never change the way he is by now. And it also has a double meaning. If once we get into like how the song's actually built, you will hear the double meaning and what I'm talking about, and I will bring it up again. So let's just move on from that for right now. Now, as for the sample, this song, as I said, is produced by Gref, and the song sample is a song by a guy by the name of 𝐿𝕠𝕝𝕝𝕠𝕨, and the sample is very honestly hitting onto what the song is talking about. So if you can hear in the background, there's like this reverse type of thingy. There's someone in reverse basically, and that is the sample basically. That's what they're saying. Now the song is I Can't Save You by 𝐿𝕠𝕝𝕝𝕠𝕨, and he's talking about saying that the grandma's, it's actually 𝐿𝕠𝕝𝕝𝕠𝕨's grandma, she's talking to him about she doesn't know why he's doing this and it's how it's not healthy, and she's basically trying to convince him to stop doing something. It could be related to drugs. I have not, honestly, I haven't heard the sample. I haven't looked into the sample's lyrics. I just know about it. So if you want to go look that, go ahead. It's literally just on Genius, and you can just search it up. But yeah, with that out the way, there's nothing much else to say here. It starts with, it also has a really deep hitting like break. When he says break, you could genuinely feel the chills coming up through your body, as he says it with such an emotion in the way where you feel the way he says, you feel the pain he's basically going through. And then the song just basically starts off and it kicks off from there.
If the seasons change, will you remain the same? Oh, how I love the cold. Because of you I'll never know. Gold teeth in a flask. Yeah. Many men without a soul, but the fall is all we know. Yes, all we know. I live far to the ghost.
So in this part of the song, the song starts off and we're getting into the verse of the song. So in this song, well, in this verse at least, X is trying to say that life is basically like a game and everything that you do is basically pointless. He's trying to say that it doesn't matter because one day and one another you're just gonna die and that's it. That's game over, just like how a game is. And he compares life into a game mostly because of everything just being fake. You have fake friends, fake stuff going on, just everyone's fake to you basically. He's just trying to say that he much rather wait to die than wait for everything to change and get better. And he's just trying to say that he just wants to live life as much as he can until it's the end for him, which is why he says he looks forward to the ghost. Now, of course, this is a reference that like it's referenced later into the song Ghost, which it talks about the same thing in a similar way if you haven't seen that video. And basically X is just trying to say that everything he does, he just does not care at this point. He just is trying to live it through until he dies. He's just waiting for it because he knows he's gonna die soon. And when he dies soon, like that's it. It's game over. Ain't nothing gonna change because he just lived all that for nothing. He's basically trying to say that there's no after death or something like that. And this song is actually where Ghost got a lot of inspiration from, and where a lot of his songs got inspiration from. Even songs like Orlando, which are from the new generation of X, like 2017 and stuff. Orlando takes a lot of inspiration from this song. So this is why, another reason why Alone Part 1 is just a very, very crucial song for his career. So with that, let's just move to how the song ends, and just the outro and everything.
Right. change, I will never break. Yeah, break. Yeah, I will never change, I will never break. Break. Yeah, I will never change, I will never break. Yeah, break. Yeah, I will never change, I will never break. Yeah, yeah.
So for the bridge, which is the part before the chorus, X is saying that he will never break and he will never change, no matter how much hate and how much you hate him, how much you want him to change. No matter how much you tell him that he is a bad person, how much you try to bring him down as a person or as an artist himself, he has went through so much stuff that at this point he will not break, he will not change. He will just be how he wants to be and you can't do anything about it, basically. And he has a similar verse to this as in the other songs, such as Alone Part 2 and Part 3, in which he talks about these topics a lot, but we will cover that in another video. Now, there's nothing more to say about the bridge, it's just mostly that. The more important part here is the chorus. Now, the chorus is the hard-hitting part of the song, and the part of the song that everyone loves about the song. So, when the beat drops, it's really distorted, and he basically pitches his voice to a singing voice and kind of makes it like a chorus from church, saying that he doesn't want to be alone. And this is a theme repeated by the Alone series. He does this a lot in the other Alone songs. And this part of the song was actually allegedly re-uploaded as I'm Alone Sorry Cynthia, which has now been disconfirmed and proven to be another song or possibly a demo of Alone Part 1. But there's nothing to back this up, since Alone Part 1 wasn't referred to as Cynthia, and it was probably referred to for another person, probably one of his older exes or something like that, or just how he sees love in general. Now, the point of this part is to genuinely hit you to the bone. Usually a lot of people, including myself, when I listen to that part of the song, I get the chills, bro. Like, I genuinely started to get the chills. Like, that part hits different with headphones. The bass boost and the distorted that X did with the horrible mixing, because he mixed it horribly. But the fact that it was mixed horribly makes it good, which is why a lot of old X songs are actually pretty good. The mixing makes it so much better. The distortion and the mastering of Yance is so good. It really feels like he's singing this right next to your ear, like if you were in church just hearing this, bro. Like, that shit hits you hard, bro. It's really hard to explain the feeling you get from this song. It's like you feel like there's like you're talking to a ghost, like someone's dead. Like, it feels like X died at that point. Like, you're talking to a whole complete different person, a changed person, a person that just does not care anymore and is not here. And it really hits hard. It really hits different, the way the feeling makes you give. Alone Part 2 try to do the same, but in another way, which I will cover that song later, possibly in a couple videos after this one. And I could also cover the Part 3, which is it's the least known one and it's the least liked one, since it refers more to as just X kind of asking for forgiveness and stuff. But we'll cover that into another video. If you want me to cover that, let me know in the comments. I could cover the entire Alone series, just the Alone Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3 on one video if I felt like it, after I do the Part 2. But without further ado, that's how the song ends. It ends with a sample from the start, and it says, "You're a genius, you really are," which, again, like I said, it's part of the sample from the start of the song, which ends up as saying, if you listen to the original sample, trying to say like, you don't have to do this, you don't have to be alone, you're a genius. Like, he's trying to bring him up. And the song just fades away with Gref, and Gref just produced the beat amazingly. Gref did a really good job with this song. The beat is, at least. So that's about to be it for the song. There's nothing really else to cover. Alone Part 1 was released in 2014 and was part of the XXX Unmastered playlist, aka project, aka mixtape. And that's all I have to say for it. So without further ado, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and go ahead and check out another video from me if you want. I'll gladly appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe as well. Alright, peace out.